it's Ang and we're back with a new video. Today I'm going to talk about how I annotate my books. Now I know that a lot of you have different ways on how you annotate your books. You probably annotate because of schoolwork or because you want to review that book, or you just want it as a personal hobby, like you want to reflect on what you're reading, and that's totally fine. Honestly, nobody should get hate on how they annotate their books. They bought it, it's their own book. Mind your own business. Don't hate on other people doing stuff on their books. There are 3 ways that we normally annotate our books. First is when we use notebook and a pen. So while you're reading, you might be, jotting down notes. You should have a notebook at your side and just jotting down notes about the characters. And I heard that Jesse the reader has to list down all the characters and what they look like and what their personalities are, so it helps him look back. And I think that's a really good idea, but I just can't be bothered with getting a notebook and writing down, because most of the time I read whenever I have free time, so I can't just whip up a notebook and a pen on hand. So there's that. Some of you might also use your cell phones just to take notes, and that is okay. Again, I can't be bothered of looking for my phone when I'm reading. As much as possible, I put my phone away from me when I'm reading so I won't get distracted and you won't just catch me just scrolling down Bookstagram. Yeah. The next is when we use paper tabs, which is what I use, and I actually own a lot of these babies because when I buy them on like a regular stationery store, they're quite expensive. So what I did was I go to aliexpress.com. That's where I usually buy my bookish merch. And basically, aliexpress.com is a place where you can find really, really cheap items, and they offer free shipping. So it's all over the way from China. And because it's free shipping, it arrives really late. So I had to order a set of these. I think it cost me $1 or $2 for 10 packs of these, and it's just so worth it. So I'm down to 10 packs. I had 20 before, and I've been just reading a lot and tabbing so many things that I think I need to order again because it's gonna arrive in like 2, 3, or sometimes 4 weeks. Yeah, gotta have some stock with me. Another way that we can annotate is when we actually write on the books, and I have tried that when I was reading Roar because I just felt so much feels that I couldn't just write on the tabs. I had to write on the book. Like, I don't really care if you write on your books. You do you, it's your book. But what I'm going to talk about today is more on what I use, which is tabbing. What is my tabbing system? Now you're going to find out. A lot of you have been sliding in my DMs and asking me how I tab my books. First and foremost, of course, you have to have your colored sticky tabs, and when you're off to buy them, make sure that they have at least 5 colors, and I think that's not really a problem because they usually come with 5 colors. For me, I have pink, orange, yellow, green, and blue. I think these are the really common colors that you see in a pack of sticky tabs. So the blue tab is for things that I consider important or I think would be important as the story goes on in the book. For example, if there is a new character introduced, I would tab it with blue so I just know when that character popped up. I also put a blue tab when I think they're talking about something really important or a big event just happened, so I tab it with blue. The next tab is green, and green stands for plot twists. When you think a character is something but it turns out to be a different person or a different personality. So yeah, that's green for me. Yellow is a happy color, so I put this on parts when I'm really happy, obviously, and when the dialogues are simply hilarious and if the characters are being funny. So most of the time I run out of yellow if the book is really good and it's like just making me laugh so much. Yellow could also be put on heartwarming situations, and if the character has achieved something, that's where my yellow tab goes. Last but not the least, the pink color, or on some packs, they have red. So either way, this is for romantic scenes. Like if I feel so giddy about my OTP or my shipping, if there is a build-up on a romantic scene, that's pink for me. Not only romantic scenes though, I also put the pink tab on the development of the main character and his or her love interest, so I can see the progress of how their relationship plays out in the story. story. So those are just the 5 colors that I use, and you can decide on what color you want based on the emotions that you feel while you're reading the book. It's all up to you actually. There are no specific rules for tabbing. So now I'm going to show you an example of a book that made me use up like I think a whole pack or 2, and it's the Six of Crows duology. So you can see here I do tend to have a lot of feelings with this book. So I'm going to read something in this book, and if you haven't read Six of Crows yet, skip this part. Just wait until I'm not holding the book anymore. Okay, alright, I'm gonna read it now. So page 181, I put a yellow tab here, and not only that, I highlighted the part because I just love it. It won't focus, but I'm just gonna read it to you. This is the part when they were talking about the ghosts. So Jesper was like, if Pekka Rollins kills us all, I'm going to get Wyland's ghost to teach my ghost how to play the flute just so that I can annoy the hell out of your ghost. Brecker's lips quirked. I'll just hire Matthias' ghost to kick your ghost's ass. My ghost won't associate with your ghost, Matthias said primly, and then wondered if the sea air was rotting his brain. I just absolutely love this scene. And no, I'm not gonna go all Six of Crows review here with you guys. That was just an example of a funny scene that I really liked, that I even highlighted. Now here, you can see my Crooked Kingdom book has more like double the tabs than the Six of Crows one. I just really love this book so much, and I'm going to upload a full review on this, and I'm just basically gonna spaz and fangirl about what I've read. And again, I'm gonna read something from this book, so if you haven't read this yet, I really suggest that you skip this until I put this down. An example would be one of the pink ones, which would be the romantic scenes. And again, I highlighted the parts because I just can't not. I had to highlight it. This was when Kaz and Inej were on the port. The paragraph that I highlighted was, she felt his knuckles slide against hers, then his hand was in her hand. His palm was pressed against her own. A tremor moved through him. Slowly he let their fingers entwine. I can't just hold my feels for this book. I literally cried when I read this because Kaz was not wearing any gloves, and that just ruined me. So that's it, you guys. I hope you liked this video, and you just saw my Six of Crows fangirling side. I apologize. If you like this video, please do comment, give a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. I usually post covers, reactions, and hopefully book reviews coming soon, so let's watch out for that. Comment below on how you annotate your books. Do you write on your books? Do you dog-ear them? Do you draw on them? Do you tear a little piece of its soul? Tell me, I really want to know. So comment below. Don't forget to follow my Instagram, Twitter, Goodreads, and my blog, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!